Matthew 1:17. Pasai un hai genai apa Abraham haos David genai decatesseres, kai apa David haos tes metorkesias Babylonas genai decatesseres, kai apa tes metorkesias Babylonas haos tu Christou genai decatesseres. So we read now, we begin with this un. Remember, that's one of those little post-positive particles that will jump second, but we put it first. So, or therefore. So glancing back at this genealogy now and drawing some conclusion. So, all the generations from Abraham until David, and then implied are, like Asen or AC, are 14 generations. Notice the deca for 10, the tessa, this is 4 and 10, 14. And from David until the deportation of Babylon, until the Babylonian exile, implied again are 14 generations. And from the deportation to Babylon until the Christ, implied are again 14 generations. So we look back and we see the structure 14, 14, 14. Why is this? Well, it seems that Matthew, writing to a Jewish audience, employing Jewish literary techniques, is intentionally trying to just put in bold relief a flashing neon sign, David, David, David. Jesus is the Davidic Messiah. You say, how is this? Well, think about the Hebrew name David that I've written down here. The first letter of it is Dalet, which is the fourth letter in the Hebrew alphabet. And then we have Vav, which is the sixth, and then Dalet again. If we add those up, that's 14. And we know from Jewish interpretation, it was very common to do this with names. Names had numerical value. And we also know, if you read commentaries, they'll note if you compare Matthew's genealogy with genealogies from the Old Testament, he's not in any deceptive way, but very intentionally dropped out some generations, which is sometimes can be done in genealogies. I mean, the first line is Jesus is the son of David, right? That drops out a lot of generations in between. But he's intentionally grouped the generations and been selective and editing them to emphasize Jesus' Davidic ancestry, and doing that so that it groups into 14, 14, 14.